Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We in the Fight Club breaking down UFC Vegas 72 Fight Night Song versus Simone. And as always, before we jump into the action, go down, like and subscribe, comment your picks on this card, whatever bets you have for the weekend. And these are your hosts. I'm Paul Pick a Win. I'm Contra, and I'm joined with.
You already know, man. It's that boy Kev Water Boy, your boy, aka the Street Fight Enthusiast, man, aka the Don P.Y.E. You dirty bitches. But come on, man. Come on, man. Paul, you already know what time it is. We gotta
This
talk
is your
about my
boy,
we gotta talk about my dog Ricky Samo. My
the
dog.
Mullet Man.
Come on, mate. Party. Hey, business in the front. Party in the back. Hey, wait till after that. For this fight card, I'm gonna try to set up my braids like a mullet.
We heading back to the Apex where last time we were there last week. It was a lot of first round finishes, a lot of knockouts, a lot of submissions. Hopefully, we get some more of the same. I mean, outside like this was supposed to be who Armin Suyukian versus Renato Moicano, but then that fight got canceled because Moicano pulled out. Song Yadong, Ricky Simon was supposed to be the co-main event from last week's card, so that got moved to this week. So it was a lot of shit in between this card for it to now be a main event because this was supposed to be a 3 round fight. Now it's a 5 rounder.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Imagine having it, and this is on probably it's either the first or they haven't done one in a while.
Uh, Ricky Simone, I think this might be his first one in a while, or maybe his first one altogether. Yeah, this is Ricky Simone's first 5 round fight. Song Yadong, I know he's had a 5 round, it went 4 rounds with Corey Sanhagen and then go all five, but it went four. He had that experience with him.
He beat Corsair.
No, he lost Doctor Stoppage. But I mean, it was a fun firefight because I mean, Corey Sanhagen, wild man, Song Yadong got dynamite hands, left fast ass hands. So I mean, that was a fun firefight. But before we jump into the main event, before we make the picks, before we break it down, I will like to make a quick little call out to the featured prelim fight is Martin Boudet versus Jake Collier. Literally a pick 'em. Both of them are sitting at minus 100.
Oh wow.
Heavyweight fight. Jack Collier has the big old, Chris Barnett, like got the round belly, but likes to throw spinning back kicks and shit. Like this is the white version, right? Jack Collier got the big round belly, but the next thing you know, he's throwing a fucking head kick, and it's just like he got the Taekwondo base. Martin Boudet is a boxer, and so both of these people love to just throw hands, and there's gonna be a heavyweight fight. So that, to me, is gonna be a fun little featured prelim fight right there.
That
And
Loki sounds good as fuck.
And then on the main card, you got Julian Rosa, 28 and 11. There's another pick and fight. Julian Rosa, 28 and 11. He just brings the action to all his fights. Like, he's somebody that you like to bet on because he never gives up in a fight. He could be down 2 rounds, and he comes out in that third round still swinging, trying to knock somebody out or getting a submission. Like, he's always bringing the action. And he's fighting the UFC debut of, I mean, I know it's Padilla, but I'm trying to get his first name. Mexican fighter making it Fernando Padilla, 14 and 4, 8 wins via submission, 4 by knockout. So he's going to see his UFC debut. Is he ready? Julian Rosa has been in UFC for a little while now, so it's going to be like a good test for his UFC debut. And it's on the main card too, so it should be a fun little firefight. Then,
Nah, hell, mother. Yeah, I'm tuned in. This is gonna be a fun little card to keep. I wonder because I'm not gonna have no homework to do this weekend.
oh, that's nice. I will.
Oh yeah, I'm finna
Hey,
watch the fuck
if
out
you
this.
did have homework, I would say do it during the co-main event. Tara Barallo, I mean, he should win minus 370. The last 3 wins since coming off the Dana White Contender Series are all unanimous decisions against pretty tough opponents. And Mikhail Oleksiejczuk, a Polish fighter. I mean, he doesn't have the ground game. And Chabaralo, he's kind of like a Brazilian Colby Covington. This motherfucker can wrestle, but he's not shooting for submissions. He's not doing anything. He's just gonna be on your back, be on top of you and he's not even doing much damage, but he's just gonna control you for 3 rounds. He's very effective. He's won all his fights, but I will also say, like, It's not winning over fans because he definitely is one of the more lackluster fighters. Even though he's the one with the neck tattoo that says "Free Spirit," and like he looks like it's all action, but then when the fight starts, it's like 12 minutes control time. Him win an amateur decision.
Okay, I guess I'll go cook something around that time.
And be ready for the main event, which is Song Yadong, Ricky Simone. This is the honestly like the fight of the night. I believe it's gonna be
Ricky Simone.
19-7-1 Yadong, Ricky Simone 20-3. Simone's coming off a 5-fight win streak right now. One of the wins over Ray Borg. His last fight was a submission win over Jack Shore, which I was heavily on Jack Shore. I remember that fight, and it was UFC London.
I also remember that fight.
Gave Jack Shore his very first L in MMA, and second round submission. And I mean, he's looked very good in his last 5. A lot of people like to remember him for his he got sparked by Uriah Faber at like 40 years old, 46-second KO. I mean, yes, that did happen. But let's not forget that his very first UFC fight, 2018 debut, was against Merab Merab Dafashvili. We just call him Merab. All right, he got the win over Merab. And it was a technical submission where Merab was kicking his legs, the savage was kicking his legs to keep the blood from not flowing out to his head or some shit, to keep him awake, conscious. Survived to the bell. Then the doctors came in and they ruled it a technical submission because Merab technically wasn't awake whenever he was still kicking his legs at a certain point. So I mean, hell of a fight. So I mean, yeah, he got knocked out by Uriah Faber, but he also submitted what a lot of people are saying outside of Aljo would be the current champion of the division.
Are a lot of people saying that, or just a good amount of people on Twitter?
A good amount of people on Twitter, because I mean, like Peter Yan would have been like, oh, he should be champion, but like Peter Yan kind of died slowly, like 3 straight losses is not looking good. But Song, I will say, never been in a boring fight. He has about 10 plus UFC fights, only 25 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, guy's been in wars. He has out of his 19 wins, 8 via KO, 3 by submission. He has 7 losses, but I mean, the Corey Sandhagen loss is not bad at all. Corey Sandhagen is a demon, and it was a good competitive fight for 4 rounds before the doctor stoppage. He has a win over Cheeto Vera, where a lot of people thought Cheeto won, but he got the unanimous decision. He has wins over Vince Morales, Julio Arce, Marlon Morales, Casey Kenny. So, I mean, there's a reason why a lot of people like Song. Song, I mean, 25 years old, kickbox. The Kung Fu Kid is his nickname. Homie's been knocking shit out for a long time now.
That's crazy. Just to be 25 and be 19-7. How many fights is that altogether?
26. Total fight, 27 fight. He has 1 draw.
27 fights before you turn 25. That's a lot. But everybody see, this is where Twitter fucks me up, because before the fight, Twitter is all fan base, 1000%, nothing more, nothing less. But after the fight, you be seeing like the real takes and people be letting out. But everybody's screaming Song Yadong's going to be the future welterweight champion, bantamweight champion. I'm just like, is he? Is he nice like that?
He's just exciting. He has the fans because he be knocking shit out. He has fast hands, very fast hands, probably the fastest hands outside of Sean O'Malley in the division. Can put combos together, but there's just something outside of Zong, because Zong Wei Li has the wrestling in her back pocket now with Henry Cejudo and shit. Like, a lot of these Chinese fighters are very exciting, because even our boy Zhang Wei, or even our boy Ling Jiawang, like super exciting fighter, knocks people out, but they just missing that like extra gene that they need to become a championship fighter. Like they don't have the wrestling, or they don't have the takedown defense, and that I feel like Song Yadong, like he's a very exciting fighter, and if it was all kickboxing fights, maybe we could talk about him becoming champion of the division. But I mean, Ricky Simone's wrestling, I think, is going to just play a huge, huge role in this fight. And anyone in that top five, Marab and Aljo and them, like, they were going to ragdoll Yadong. Like, it's not going to be close because I just feel like he doesn't have the takedown defense, be able to get back to his feet, or like, yeah, he can submit people, but it's not, he hasn't done it at the UFC level.
That's fire as fuck. So yeah, I appreciate you letting me know. So motherfucking, I definitely got my dog Ricky Simone. What is my dog Ricky Simone's keys to victory in this fight?
Shooting the takedowns, do not, because we saw with Jack Shore, he was winning some, not some, but a good amount of the exchanges on the feet, which allowed him to get the takedowns and vicious faction. Against Song, I don't think he should even try to play on the feet because if he gets cracked once or twice, we saw Uriah Faber knock him out. So like, don't be standing on the feet for too long. Don't do what Curtis Blades did last week against Sergey. All right, like we use your wrestling and almost from the jump. Do what Marab did to Peter Yan. Shoot fucking 50 takedowns if you got to. Like just
We smothering?
like Ricky Simon. I don't know what his
I'm
gas
gonna
tank
gas
looks
tank
like.
for that.
I don't know what I say, but he does have the wrestling background. They usually have a good gas tank. But I mean, this will be a good test because maybe Song plays it smart the first 3 rounds, knows that like fourth and fifth round he has the experience and maybe he takes it to the deep water. That's what makes it fun. But I got Ricky Simone and his key to victory is to use that wrestling, get him to the ground, make it dirty, make him carry your weight, win those rounds, grind them out. Even shoot
Hey,
submissions. He does have some. I mean, he submitted Jack Shore, so like the submissions there too.
say less, man. He needs to be active. He needs to become versatile. He needs to come ready to fight an MMA fight.
And I'm open to bounce back this week, and I'm not even gonna try to keep fancy. I'm probably just picking Ricky Simone money line, and I might parlay that with the co-main event, Chow Baralo. Even though he's boring, that motherfucker knows how to win. So I might just do a quick little parlay with that, get some plus odds, and that'll be my one big bet of the day.
Yeah, I like to hear it, man. But that's that fight, man. I hear some, but before we slide, man, there's some shit going on in the chat, man. So like somebody came in the chat and they was like, "Can we? There's 70 people in here. Is there something that we can all agree on as a consensus as a chat?" And they were trying. They were trying hard. But the MMA GOAT Mount Rushmore list, who's on it?
Oh, that'll never be agreed upon.
It was close. I'm not gonna lie because there's certain names you just had to respect because everybody in the chat respects John Jones, even though some might not like him. DJ doesn't
GSP.
get GSP definitely and DJ. So you get those three for sure. Everybody loves Anderson Silva, so Anderson Silva would go up there. But now there's one more, and this is when motherfuckers started arguing.
Hey, I mean, I know they're gonna argue with me because I would say B.
Yeah, you see, that was the thing. Then that started the Khabib is overrated. And then it started the rebuttal is Khabib is just rated enough. And I agreed with that. Like he's not overrated, he's not underrated, he's just rated enough. I rated quite accurately on for real MMA fans. Maybe not the casuals. Casuals might have to put him like way up here or way down here. But like for real MMA fans, they know that like, okay, Khabib, you can't judge anything off of potential. You gotta face what you did. You did some great shit, but Charles Oliveira, look, he came and killed all those same people again. So like, it's interesting. So that fifth one was never agreed on, but those four were solid. And I didn't say anything because my stupid ass to say Izzy, so I was just quiet.
It was way because some people might even put Hoist just because he started it and he was the pioneer. It's like just the argument basis that you have an argument for a lot of people and like how you want to judge it. Because if you want to go with pioneers and shit, should be on the Mount Rushmore. It's like then Hoist and then Fedor. An argument for Fedor being on the Mount Rushmore.
Fedor, I'm lying. Cino put on Fedor at like number 2 or 3, so Cino had his spot for sure. But not everybody agreed on Fedor, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why that was something I don't think will ever be agreed upon.
But
it's like the top 10 pound for pound list in boxing. It's like there's just too many names to put into 10 or 4 or 5.
Right. You don't want to see what they did to the nigga that tried to put Volk at number 5. They're trying to put Volk. He almost got kicked out.
I would have put Kobe Covington, but that's just me.
Man, you an Astro or a different breed.
I don't even know why we need it. We should just have one monument, just Kobe.
But I'm fucking crying. Just Kobe. Y'all disgust me.
Like a
but
Statue of Liberty. I need a statue of Kobe.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't been able to put Hoop in that number 5 either because I'm my stupid ass gonna say Izzy and then walk off. Like he's done everything he needs to do. Fuck y'all. Like I might end up putting the Gracie Killer just because that shit's so gangster.
Sakuraba.
But yeah, we got to get some motherfucking rest. I got final projects to fucking turn in. That boy Paul's been awake since God knows when, and he has fucking grinding to do to get these episodes out, man. So if you tuned in, man, we appreciate you, man. Make sure you go check our interview with the one-eyed dragon, Dre Miley. Please fuck with my boy. That boy is down to earth, chill, great interview. He came to the podcast. It was our first interview, so we fucking him. Please keep running that up, man. And drop in the comments, man, who you fuck is on your top 5. Let me know who's on your Mount Rushmore. And if anybody says Kobe Covington, we won't block you. We appreciate your view, but
I'm with you.
I will judge you. So motherfucking, but if you didn't know, we don't mind telling y'all again that this has been the Totally Blitz podcast. I'm your boy Kevin Waterboy, boy, aka the Street Fight Enthusiast. That's your boy Paul Picking with him concert. He picking it back. He's coming back this week, and he's gonna kill the motherfucking bets because we got to set up for New Jersey next week. But make sure you stay tuned in everything we got going on, man. We're always figuring new stuff out. Somehow we're gonna do some NBA playoff basketball because I'm done with classes as of tomorrow. So motherfucking, but y'all stay tuned, man. And if you didn't know, I don't mind telling everybody in your circle right now. Look around in the circle that y'all some bitch.